peace. This feels really nice to be sitting down and finally making an art video. So welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, I'm Lee Sunshine, and today I'm going to share my 2023 digital art with y'all. I made a lot of art last year and I don't even know how many I made total, but making this video has been really nice for me and helped me reflect on like, what did I make? So I wanted to share and give some behind the art insight on each of the pieces that I'm going to be sharing from my sketchbook. And yeah, just like an update, because I haven't shared my art on here and it's been some time. So I'm excited to look at all of these and talk about my pieces with y'all. The work that I'll be showing today is all digital. Like I said, I use Procreate for all my digital pieces. Yeah, I use Procreate, and sometimes I like pull stuff into Canva to do some stuff, but 98.9% of it is in Procreate. And I have my iPad, my trusty iPad. I've had this for a minute now. I love all the stickers on here. They're so cute. Every sticker on this side was made by an artist that I either bought art from or I've met in passing. This is my Lovely Being sticker, and all of these are from other artists. This is my first Lovely Being sticker. She old because she's been on here for a while. And these are all my weed stickers, because I go to a lot of cannabis events and they love a good sticker, but I'm like, I don't want that on the front of my sketchbook. So I started decorating the back, and now I'm getting into the overlap zone with those. But okay, sticker tour before the digital sketchbook tour. Is there anything else I want to say? Well, besides enjoying making all of the art that I made in 2023, my goal last year was to practice. I really wanted to get better. Like, I started using Procreate in 2020, right? Yeah, because I got my iPad. No, 2021. I started using Procreate in 2021. And when I first started using it, I was like, how is this gonna work? And it was super frustrating, but with everything, like, there's a learning curve. So 2022 kept practicing, but I still wasn't like seeing what I wanted to see. So I was like, 2023, I'm not playing. Like, I'm going to get into my illustration bag. I'm going to draw even more portraits. I'm just gonna practice. And all of these are a result of that practice and seeing that intention through and having fun with my practice. Like, whenever I would get an idea for something, or I was going to a concert, or I had a friend's birthday coming up and I was like, oh, I want to give you a gift, but yeah, I don't know. My favorite gifts to give are homemade ones, like things that I make, because sometimes it's just hard to like buy stuff for people sometimes. Especially some of the people I gave gifts to, like, sometimes I just like to give people stuff, so I just made it because I felt like it. But a lot of people, I gave them these portraits as presents. And for a few of my friends, I just made them because, like I said, I just like to, my friends are my muses, what can I say? And then for some of them, I just did them for funsies. A lot of these I just did for fun, and because I had the idea come in and I wanted to see what it looked like. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap up this little introduction and let's get into the art. Spirals, circles, spheres, squiggly lines, flowers, trees, like, that's plants. That's my bag. First up, we got Asia. So this was the first portrait that I actually made in 2023, and oh man, when I went back to make this video, I had forgotten that I did this first version of her portrait. So there were two that I ended up doing with these, and when I had the idea of like, I really want to practice portraits, I was like, I saw her post a picture, I was like, wow, she's beautiful. Like, let me turn that into some art.
We'd also had agreed to do an art swap at this time, so this was my contribution to the art swap because they are an artist as well.
Yeah, that's what gave me the idea to draw her, and this was literally like the first portrait that I did where I was like, yeah, I'm getting in there. And as you can see, I started going like, I started having fun with it. I added in the flowers and really wanted to capture her facial features. So I put a lot of time into like making sure that it came through like that was her face. I wanted it to look like her. And this is also where I came up with my signature flower head. Yep, after putting these flowers in her hair, I did the flower head for almost everybody that I drew a portrait of this in 2023. And now it's like one of my signatures. My spirals, circles, spheres, squiggly lines, flowers, trees, like that's plants, that's my bag. And yeah, that's her. Next, we have my friend Sam. This is one of the birthday portraits that I did, and I just wanted to give her something special and unique for her birthday because she doesn't have any art of herself. So this is like the first piece of artwork of her, and the first portrait that I've drawn for her too. So it was special for me to gift that for her when I came to visit her for her birthday. And yeah, I had a lot of fun. She's a Libra, so I played off of that. And yeah, Libra Queen. Next, we have my friend Jewell, and this is another birthday drawing. And I really had fun with this one. Like, oh my gosh. This was the second portrait that I did in 2023. Not second, but like the second one that I feel like I got really detailed in. And out of the box, I was just like, how can I make this unique to her and like kind of tell a story a little bit. She's a Gemini, so I was like, oh, like the double, you know. And her name is Jewell, so yeah, get into it. And this one is a sticker that I made for my partner. His artist name is Ivery Mack. He's a musician, actor, and a model. And I made this for his birthday because he was having an event. We did this event for his birthday, and I wanted to gift him with stickers so he could just put them around Chicago, put them around the city, and kind of like put his face out there a little bit more, and just to do something fun. We had help. After drawing this, I had help from a friend of mine named Mr. Scotty. We went to his studio called Studio 28, and he helped us turn these into actual stickers, and we were able to put them up right before his birthday and the day of his birthday, and it was super fun to do. And I just wanted to make like a simple, like crude sketch of him, and he loves to smoke, so yeah, it's Ivery Mack. And the next one is another drawing of my partner. I took this, it's based on a picture. Some of these are based on photos. A lot of them are based on photos, but some aren't. For the ones I'll get into later. But for this one, we were at a park, and I just took a picture of him, and I was like, I'm gonna draw this because I thought he looked like he was a part of the tree, so that's what I was going for. And we were just chilling and smoking, and I was like, yo, like this could be a nice picture. So that's where it came from. And this one, again, of my partner, what can I say? I love to draw the people that I love. It's also based on a photo of him, and I thought in the moment I looked at him and I was like, yo, he looks cool. He had a cool outfit on, and I was like, kind of look like a mushroom right now. And after making this video, I looking at the drawing process, I'm like, it's dope. Again, signature flower head. But going back, I'm gonna make another version and turn him into a mushroom for this one. And this is one of my favorite ones that I did in 2023. My friend Matthew, who's also an artist based out in New York, and I wanted to gift them a portrait of themselves that I made because I never made them art before, but they've made me art before. And yeah, I don't know. Matthew, you be posting really cute pictures. All my friends are cute. All my friends are cute, literally. So I saw a pic that he posted and was like, yeah, this is the portrait. I'm going to turn this into some art. And again, I'm pretty sure he took this picture for his birthday, and he looked really cool. And I wanted to play more, practicing more on my flower head concept idea. Like, everyone is a lovely being, has a flower within them. We're all like connected to nature in that way. So yeah, many versions of this one. And I couldn't decide on which was my fave, so. Next we have Cam, another one of my beautiful friends, which is also like why my brand is called Lovely Being, because like I love people, I love love, and like I just feel like I know so many lovely people, so I draw them. And yeah, I saw a picture of him and I was like, oh, I'm gonna draw that, you look good. And I again had never made him any art, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna make him some art, and I just went with it. Like, his shirt did not say just grow it. He was wearing a Nike shirt, and I came up with that from like a play on just do it. So yeah, another one of my faves for sure. And the next one we have is Michelle. She's a friend of mine, an art friend of mine. She's another local artist. I'll put her art name on here. On Instagram, you should go check her out. She does really cool digital work, and a lot of it is, she just does really cool work. Some of it is like, I wouldn't say like political, but like humanitarian based, I guess you could say. She's a cool person. So I got invited to her birthday party, and I didn't want to come empty handed. So I was like, oh, let me draw her portrait. And yeah, I really took my time on this one. And I was really happy with how well I was able to capture her facial features. I feel like once I got to this point in the in drawing her, I was like, oh yeah, I'm tapping into it. Like, I feel like the first portraits I ever made, I was struggling to do like lighting and shading, and like I've really just I've been teaching myself how to do it, and just through continuous practice, bruh, eyelashes will be the bane of me, bro. Eyelashes are the hardest thing to draw, hands down. Eyelashes are the hardest thing to draw. But as I was drawing her portrait, I found myself being more comfortable and confident with my ability to like capture facial features, like doing a close-up focal portrait, which is like one of my signature styles. I love to just draw headshots of people. And I also wanted to incorporate her zodiac sign into this one because it was for her birthday. So yeah, I figured, why not? It definitely added to the photo. And all of the backgrounds that I've done so far are free-handed, so I don't conceptualize them. After I finish the portrait, I just start drawing the backgrounds based on how I'm feeling, honestly. That's how a lot of my abstract, like, I don't know what to call it, like spiral art, I do a lot of that. Like, this background, a lot of my art looks this way. And I love it. It's become like one of my favorite things to do. It's so relaxing too. That's Michelle. And this next person is Jewell. I was watching a video of theirs on YouTube. I'll put their YouTube channel name on here. And I had paused it either to do something or because I just had the thought when she did this pose that it looked cool. I was like, oh, she looks cool. Like, this would be, I want to draw this. So I took a screenshot and I drew it. And again, the background, gotta love a nice spiral background. Next person is Sunset Trei. And I really had fun with this one. It's when I started to get into doing more photography, collage / digital art. Like, I'm combining my interests. And yeah, it was just like a quick character study. And next we have Micayla, aka XO Micayla, who I also watch here on YouTube. I watch Sunset Trei as well. I watch their videos on the Flow Network, and Micayla has 2 YouTube channels. I mainly watch her more personal channel, and I just learned so much from her. And this was taken from one of her YouTube videos as well. She was doing yoga. And again, I was like, she looks beautiful. So I wanted to capture that. And the next we have is Jonny from the drums, one of my favorite bands that I've loved since I was in high school. I actually got to see them in 2023 as well, and he was amazing. As per usual, like, it was super surreal to see him now compared to when I saw him when I was in college. And I made this after the concert, but I wish I'd made it before so I could have given him a copy of it, because I try to do that when I go to concerts. If I have art of the artist, I'll bring a copy of it and like either try to get it to them or throw it on stage, do whatever I gotta do. But I like to, they've given us the gift of their music. I feel like it's cool to give something back to the artist because I love music a lot. I really appreciate music. And again, like, I really got into my imagination on this one because he was some of his merch was like shroom themed, and I was like, ooh, okay, yeah, he's definitely been on the psychedelic tip. And he has like meditative music, and like his music is very emotive and sounds just like a release and a reflection of becoming. So I wanted to draw him in like the essence of Lovelee being by surrounding him in a field of flowers and making him a flower. And the picture that I based this off of, he was sitting down in a chair, and I was like, yo, like, what if I drew him and he was like the tree? So to me, he's like a part of the tree. He's a part of the scenery. He's a part of the land. He's like in his own world. That's why it's like peeking out, and it's like, oh, like, where is he? You know, he's in his own world. Yeah, I love this one. And next we have Mr. Vic Mensa. I drew this within a couple, this was a quick turnaround one, but I was really comfortable with drawing portraits at this point in the year. I had an event to go to, cannabis event for his cannabis brand called 93 Boys, and it was at a dispensary here in Chicago, and they were having an art contest, and I was like, oh yeah, sign me the fuck up. So I drew this portrait, and I had so much fun making this. After I finished it, I was like, it looks so tough, like it just looks cool as fuck. And I was able to give it to him, which was the fun part. I actually gave this to him, so he had it by the end of the night, and I came in 3rd place. So yeah, I was happy. This one is Toro y Moi, and as you can see, I based it off of a photo. I didn't even have the photo in the board when I was making it, but I didn't care because I wanted to make sure that I didn't go outside of his face and stuff. So yeah, I was just having fun, more of my squiggle art, incorporating his name in there and just like having fun with it. This was a fun piece that I enjoyed making this one. And I also got to go to his concert as well back in June. Yo, this is one of my favorite ones. One of the first like detailed squiggle art that I made, and like coupling it with a portrait. I made this one actually back in 2022, but it's really special to me and I wanted to include it in this. And it's 070 Shake. She's one of my favorite artists. And BKTHERULA. If you don't know who BKTHERULA is, if you don't know who 070 Shake is, Toro y Moi, the drums, BKTHERULA, go look them up. I'm gonna have all their names are on the screen, but go look them up. Go look them up. Their music is dope. I love BKTHERULA. It's that simple. I love BKTHERULA. I love her music and the message within the music. If you look through all the cheeky, you know, like talking her shit. Yeah, she's talking her shit, but she also talks about God. Who out here rapping about God? Who's rapping about God? BK is. Talking about just being in your craft and shit and like being confident. Like listen to her music makes me feel hella confident. So, and hype and just like excited, and I need that in my life. And yeah, she's beautiful. So I was inspired to make this. I'm manifesting me going to her concert this year. So far, her Chicago dates for what she does have currently not working out, but before the end of this year, I will have seen her live for sure. But I wanted to incorporate her personal like level 5 star, I guess you could call it. And I combined it with her actual eye. So if you look in the back, like those stars have her eyeball in it. And that's what I made the background. And like, yeah, because she's a star, fuck you me. And it's like her own brand. So it's BKTHERULA. Love her. This is, let me turn that down a little bit. Okay, this one, now we got New Blue Grasshopper, which is my Under 3000 collage art. The name is a spinoff of the album that this was inspired by. I took the album art and just combined it and edited different images of a grasshopper like with him, because he looks like a grasshopper, and like listening to this music makes me feel very earthy. So yeah, and then I drew a sketch. I really enjoyed making this one too. And next, those were all of my those are all the portraits that I made in 2023. And next we got all of the Lovelee Being conceptual art that I made in 2023. And it's, Lovelee Being is like my child. Lovelee Being, it is my child. Lovelee Being is my creation. And all of the art that I make within Lovelee Being is for the encouragement of being oneself, like for you to be who you came here to be. And it's just a celebration of the beauty of uniqueness. And also my belief that as human beings, we're all very much connected to nature, no matter how much of a distance there is in our current society. We came from the earth, you know? So I like to draw that and incorporate that in all my pieces. And again, that's why I have like the flowers coming out of people's hands, or like being attached to their crown, or just being a part of their body in some way, or like people being a part of the trees. Like I'm really, that's my thing. So yeah, this is all my Lovelee Being conceptual art. Love these. These are all original. All the art I make is original. These characters specifically though are original. They're not based on any people. They're just from the mind. First up is Bud the Rose, which was my one of the first animations I did in 2023. And again, I was just having fun. This is part of I was in my practice mode, like playing, and having fun with it. At the time, I was seeing a lot of photos of people with like roses and flowers and stuff incorporated into their braids and in their hair, and I wanted to emulate that and just practice like drawing people from different angles. And this is one of Bud's friends, like fictitious friends. And yeah, I never gave those other people names, but he has a name because I spent the most time drawing him. And again, like I really wanted to be in my practice this year, getting better at drawing figures, drawing the body, not just head on, because a lot of my portrait, like my art was like this and very 2D. So this in 2023, one of my focuses, in addition to practicing, was also like building a scene. And yeah, look at him walk. And those are all the finished portraits. Yeah. This one was also a quick sketch to keep my mind fresh at the time. And it's based on me and my partner and how we're reflections of one another. We're very close and we're growing together. He's one of my favorites. This one's called Like a Flower He Grew. And then again, this started off as like practice, but quickly turned into what has become one of my favorite pieces I've ever made. It started off as a person. I was like, oh, I'll just draw a guy, and he's a flower. Like his face is like he is the flower. But then I was like, oh, like what if he literally became the flower? So I turned him into a flower. It was like, yo, like, let me take it even further. Like, what if he really became the flower? Like, he turned into a whole plant, you know? And, like, lost all his human parts. It was just like plant from taking in so much light. And he took in so much light, he started to emit the light. And yeah, my favorite. And this one is called Sunny in a Field. And I made this, my motivation for making this was because I submitted it for a rolling paper competition, actually. The prompt was like, where's your happy place? Like, draw your happy place. And I love being outside. I love laying in the grass. And I love smoking me a nice little J in the sun, in the grass. So Sunny is one of my original characters. And I wanted to do a different version of them and like base it on myself and how I feel when I'm in my happy place. I just be cooling it, big cooling it. So yeah, this was a challenge initially because I had to conceptualize something that I thought was going to be shown somewhere else. And it was really fun though. I have fun making it. There go my flowers. Gotta have the flowers in there. Gotta have the flowers in there. Yeah. I had a lot of fun with this one as well. Man, this has been so fun so far, watching all of these. Yeah. And this one's called Flowermaiden's Tale. I based it on The Handmaid's Tale, because when I finished it, I was like, this totally looks like something from Handmaid's Tale. Like Handmaid's Tale, but you put it in a different universe. And she was a flower. And not all the bad stuff. And this one, again, I drew this when I was on the train. And I saw a picture one of my mutuals posted on their story of, you can see the picture on the underlayer, but I was like, oh, I want to draw this, like turn her into like a flower lady, like, you know. Again, I saw someone sitting in a chair and was like, similar to that Jonny portrait, I wanted to make them an extension of the tree and like make them a part of the natural environment. So yeah, and I've been thinking a lot about pregnancy because I have a lot of close people to me who are pregnant and in the present, and at this time they had just announced that they were pregnant, so I was thinking about pregnancy a lot. One of my faves too. I love this picture. Next we got Dandi, which this is one of the ones I did earlier in 2023 when I was at the beginning of my like being committed to sitting down and practicing. And I would use my time on the train when I had to go into the city for work, going downtown for work, and I would just do these quick sketches and just iterate on them whenever I was on the train, and this was one of them. Yeah, it's Dandi. She's a dandelion, you know, having fun, dancing. I feel like if dandelions were alive, they would totally dance. I mean, if they were like human bodied, they would dance. This one was just practice. Yeah, just practice. I know I said that all of these came from my mind's eye, but this one was based off of a reference photo I found on Pinterest, and the photo was just wild. I was like, it was definitely edited. It was clearly like photoshopped, but it looked really cool. And I was like, oh, what if I made her a flower? Because we all have flowers in us. So here. And this one, another one of my favorites from a series of drawings, digital art that I'll be doing, called the Flowerhead People. I gotta come up with a better name for it, but for now they're flower heads. And the concept is that what if flowers were people and lived like we do? And this is a bunch of flowers like catching the train. Love it. So cool. Because like, what if, you know? And this was the first flower head drawing that I did. And I had the idea because I saw a picture like this one that you can see, the base photo. I saw a photo like that. And I was like, what if I did that? Like, all those faces were flowers. But they were like unique individual flowers, and they look like people. And like, you know, because like flowers are all together too when they're in the grass. So like you zoom in, imagine you zoomed in to grass, and that's what you saw. That's what I see in my head. So yeah. And next we got Just Listen, which was I was reflecting, okay? I was going through some a learning curve in life, and having to learn to just listen and trust that sometimes I don't need to say anything at all. You know, sometimes silence is better, and hearing is more of the essence. So this was me reminding myself of that fact, that truth. And this one is just a crab. I made this for my birthday. I was gonna put it on a flyer that I made for this event that I had on my birthday, but I ended up not using it, but I still really liked it. I'm a Cancer, so I was like, oh, I should draw a crab. So I made this. And last, but certainly not the leastest, we have the Lovelee Being Flower Being prototype sticker. I wanted to turn this into a sticker. I ended up using a different drawing as the sticker, but I still liked it. And it was based on that same idea from the Flowerhead people of like flowers being alive, like more alive than we treat them, you know, like they're beings as well. So yeah, and that's everything. Oh my gosh, this is nice. I really enjoyed that, and I hope you enjoyed that. And if you did, like this video, and I appreciate you for watching the whole thing all the way through, because I've been talking for like 30 minutes now, so thank you. Yeah, this is a nice exercise, and I'm excited to make more videos this year, and to share my art in different ways. And when I'm not here on YouTube, you can find me on Spotify at You Two Are a Lovely Being. I have a podcast that I want to make many more episodes for this year. And you can also find me on Instagram at Lovelee Being, and you can find me on TikTok at Lovelee Being. I share on those like throughout the week, you know, more often than YouTube. I won't say more consistently, it's just more often. There's more of a frequency to it. So yeah, if you liked it, I love it. Thank you, and all the love to you. Till the next one. Peace. Everybody watch you, and God gon' watch me. He be looking over you. I got so much damn good luck.